Guys, new rhythm alert. Whoop, whoop. So we have this new rhythm. What the heck is that? So rhythms, the more advanced they get, the more you should relate it back to the basics of just those quarter notes and those eighth notes. Because everything works off of the beginnings. Just like when you read, you start off with words that are this big and only one syllable, and eventually you get to chapter books. Well, rhythm reading is just like that. So there's actually parts to this rhythm. Let's break those parts down. So this first part right here, it is actually a dotted eighth note. Yes, those things do exist. And what that leaves is this part, which as you can see has two little flags, which makes it a 16th note, which you just got really good at practicing with. But these are singular. These are not pairs. Like this is not a pair of eighth notes, right? No. This is just one eighth note, which is only half a beat, followed by a dot. We'll get there. Then this is a 16th note, which we talked about in the last video, and it is just a quarter of a beat. So none of this equals a beat. What the heck? So way we want to do this is I like to explain the dotted eighth note followed by a 16th note because that's what it's called. It's a big word jumble. Dotted eighth note followed by a 16th note. I like to explain it using 16th notes because that way you can see each little part. So, we know a 16th note or 16th notes, when we have four of them, it equals a whole beat, okay? So this little dotted eighth note is 3 16th notes. What? I know, it's crazy. It's 3/4 of a beat because it is a dotted eighth note. An eighth note gets half a beat. The dot is half the value of the note it follows. So the dot is worth a quarter of a beat. Say what? So we're thinking like quarters. We got 75 cents worth of the dollar. Well, we're still missing a quarter. We can't get that candy bar. So we have a 16th note, which we know equals a quarter beat. Well, all we're missing is that quarter. So ding, 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 ding. That's what that part is. So remember that saying we had for 16th notes? It was 1 E and a. Well, with breaking it up, 1 E and isn't needed anymore. It's all in one. So we're just going to go 1 with the last 16th note. So when we see, man, my board's gotten full all of a sudden. When we see this fresh little dotted eighth note followed by a 16th note, we're going to go 1 just like that. So now let's apply it to an example. I already wrote one out, so you don't have to sit here and watch me do it. And there's no time signature. So we have two measures of who knows what time signature. Let's figure it out. So we just figured this out. This is 1, and this is because it's the beat number. The first note always gets the beat number. And we have 1 E and all in this one little dotted eighth note. This is a, okay? The next note is a half note, which we know gets 2 beats. Well, we've already used beat 1, so we're going to start on beat number 2. So this is beats number 2, 3, followed by a quarter note. Well, we've already used beats 1, 2, and 3, so we are now on beat number 4. Remember what I said, the hardest part of figuring out a time signature is how high you have to count. Well, we just counted to 4. So hopefully, and there's a bar line, so hopefully that means our time signature is 4 over 4. So now let's check me. Let's make sure the second measure only has 4 beats in it. Otherwise, I goofed, and that's not the time signature. So we have 4 16th notes. Well, we know that means it's a whole beat. So number, which is 1, because we're at a new bar line. Okay, 1, E, and a. There it is. And we have a dotted half note. Dotted half note. Oh yeah, we learned about that already. Half note plus a dot, so it's worth 3 beats. So we've already used beat 1, so we're going to start on beat 2, and it's beat 3, and it's beat 4. So there we have it. So if we were to play this, it would go 1, a 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, 3, 4. I hope that helps. Good luck, guys. Have fun practicing. Bye.